All of the great drummers and percussionists of the world have learned a special discipline and therefore possess a great gift for expressing in many forms the natural rhythms of life and the fundamentals of musical communication. If you really want to learn to play percussion, you're going to have to make some commitments. First of all, you have to accept the fact that you're going to spend a lot of time at it, and you're going to have to dedicate that time to doing it well. But the best part of learning to play percussion, which means striking or shaking various instruments to create musical sound, is that it's really a lot of fun. And maybe even more important, you'll experience a very satisfying reward, and that reward is developing a personal discipline, something you'll use over and over in your lifetime. So the key to mastering these exercises and developing that discipline is repetition, and that's where most of the time spent practicing comes in. Practice is what develops your playing techniques. Your arm and hand muscles need strength and endurance to play drums. Repeating the exercises in the following lessons will do that for you. Think of these exercises like physical and mental calisthenics, and you'll soon be on your way to developing your physical control, mental coordination, and a good sense of musical phrasing. The grip is the first area we must cover. It's the basis for controlling the action and motion of the stick. I recommend match grip to students just starting to learn to play drums because you hold the sticks the same way and it is the most natural and comfortable. Match grip is also the common grip when playing many other percussion instruments. To begin, grasp the stick between the thumb and the index finger about 2/3 of the way from the tip of the stick to the butt of the stick. This locates the balance point. The thumb and index finger should be opposite each other, with the thumb running parallel to the stick and the index finger curved. Now, wrap the remaining fingers around the stick. Hold the stick firmly, but do not squeeze. The motion is as natural as waving your hand up and down. The stick should act as an extension of the hand. Center yourself in front of the pad or drum and position your sticks in the center. Using a straight up and down motion, play a few loud beats. Immediately you can feel the rebound of the sticks off the pad. Try to control the rebounding effect by slightly squeezing the stick after it has struck the head. The stick should come to rest approximately 3 inches above the head. This locates our two basic height levels. The stroke, which is 14 to 15 inches above the drum head, and the tap, which is 3 to 4 inches above the drum head. Variations in dynamic levels, or how loud or soft we play, can be heard at different height levels of the sticks. Our first pattern is a repeated combination of strokes and taps every 4 beats. Let's play 1 stroke and 3 taps. Stroke, tap, tap, tap. Stroke, tap, tap, tap. Now count the exercise using numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is the stroke, and 2, 3, and 4 are the taps. This would be the same as counting 4 quarter notes in a measure of 4/4 time. Each measure has 4 beats, and each beat is 1/4 of the whole measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now let's try the left hand. If you're right-handed, you're going to find that the left hand feels awkward and hard to control. This is common, as all of us have a strong and weak side. Left-handed people are often more ambidextrous and don't experience this effect as strong as right-handers. But the point is, you'll have to work harder on your weak hand. The first area I concentrate on is the evenness of the beats. Are all the beats flowing in an even rhythm? Do I find that sometimes I rush the beats or slow them down? I really have to concentrate on what I'm playing to do it right. The first series of exercises are for developing the motion of the hand and the pivot of the wrist. Single hand exercises allow you to work on one hand at a time to build strength and endurance. The muscles that get the most workout are the forearm muscles, the extensor muscle on the top part of the forearm, and the flexor muscle at the bottom of the forearm. We are now ready for our first single hand exercise pattern. But before we begin any exercise pattern or musical selection, make sure that your posture is correct and that you're centered in front of your instrument. We're now ready to begin. I truly recommend that every practice session begin with these kinds of single hand patterns. They not only serve as a good warm-up exercise to loosen you up and get the kinks and cobwebs out, but they will continue to help develop the forearm muscles, the wrist pivot, and the smooth motion of your hands. We are now going to alternate beats between the right and the left hand. Let's start with quarter notes slowly in 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, right, left, right, left. Now alternate eighth notes, which are twice as fast as quarter notes, and count like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Try 16th notes, which again are twice as fast, and count like this. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. This alternating sticking exercise starts with whole note values played for 2 measures, then on to half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, and finally 16th notes. And each note value is played for 2 measures. Later on, we'll play this exercise in round form, in which various instruments of our ensemble enter at different times and overlap all the rhythms. Let's now play faster alternating beats in triplet form and introduce our first drum rudiment. The first of the international drum rudiments is the single-stroke roll, and a good way for you to develop your single-stroke roll is through 16th note triplets. Begin practicing your 16th note triplets at a slower tempo and then accelerate. This 16th note exercise explores accents between the right and the left hand as it moves from one measure to the next. It's important to remember to contrast the height level of the accent or stroke to the height of the unaccented beat or tap. All of the various rhythm patterns we play in percussion music have a natural way of sticking. If we play alternated 16th notes in 4/4 time and eliminate one of the notes in our group, the new rhythm is created and a natural sticking pattern is formed. Let me demonstrate. I'm playing sustained 16th notes, and if I play the 4th 16th note off the pad, a new rhythm is created, and the natural sticking is right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right. If we eliminate the 3rd 16th note like this, the new rhythm is 16th, 8th, 16th, and the sticking is right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right. The following exercise takes us through some of these newly created rhythms with natural sticking. Now we can play a variety of different rhythms and know exactly what sticking to use. Here's 3 different rhythm patterns that I'll play first on snare drum, and then I'll play the second rhythm on tim-tom trio, and the third rhythm on bass drum. All of this going on while the snare drum repeats the first rhythm. We've now intermixed the rhythms into a musical phrase. The basis for developing another essential rudiment, the double stroke roll, is the double beat exercise. We're going to first isolate each hand and work on the correct technique for double beats. Notice that the fingers play an important part in controlling the double beat. When the stick rebounds after the first stroke, the fingers catch the rebound on the back of the stick and direct the stick back to the pad for the second beat. It's essential to keep the fingers on the stick to control the rebound. Let's now play our first double beat exercise. A useful variation on double beats is to play at different tempos and meters. The following triplet meter exercise gives us a shuffle beat effect. You will eventually learn to increase your double beat speed into the double stroke roll. Practice the roll slowly and then gradually increase your speed. The ensemble section of this tape is designed for you to play along on your drum pad. The best part, you can stop and repeat sections that require special attention or review. Carefully watch the students in this ensemble and compare their playing with yours. Listen closely to the exercises and always strive to blend in with the ensemble. Concentration and self-discipline are the important keys to developing into a well-rounded musician, and the repetitions of these exercises will train and develop all the physical and mental functions to respond correctly. So enjoy the experience.